Hello and welcome to another video with me, Raindale, and today is the 5th episode of our Noob Corner series, and we'll be talking about job points, or JP. Now, the role of job points in the game is to level your character's abilities in order to use all of their potential. So we'll be going over how this works, and then a couple tricks that I use to farm job points more easily. So about job points. Well, in the game, some abilities come already maxed. Usually they are abilities that don't have any scaling, but then most abilities have a scaling between 1 and 20. And as you level them, they will increase in potency, getting more damage, more healing, reduced cast time, a bunch of different stats depending on the ability itself. So if you're planning to use some moves, it's really recommended that you do take the time and investment to level them because it really increases their power. And in order to increase your unit's abilities, you need job points. All in all, from level 1 to level 20 is almost 5.5 thousand job points, so it is quite a lot. Currently in the game, there are two ways to acquire those job points. The first one is placing your units in the barracks, and they will slowly be getting some job points as time passes. But then the other mode is taking your units in single-player missions. If you bring them in multi, it will not generate any job points. So while you do get other benefits, you don't get that one. So let's quickly go in game and view those several methods that we have. So the first thing I mentioned was the guild barracks. So if you look at the barracks menu right here under guild, you can tell that units will be getting, in our case, 53 job point per hour, or for units that were recently released with a bonus, 106. So that's the first method, and you need to make sure that your barracks are provisioned so that you keep getting those extra job points. This is pretty good. Whenever I get new units, I try to throw them into the barracks so they can begin having some job point for when I want to begin using them. Now, when leveling abilities, I did say that leveling abilities from 1 to 20 costs 5.5 thousand. But something that I want to point out is the later levels cost a lot. Just the last two cost over 2,000 job points, so from 18 to 20. So originally what I do when I'm beginning to level a unit is I take their relevant abilities to 10 or to 15 ideally, because taking an ability from 1 to 15, if we're taking a look here, costs 1,600. All the way to 20, 5,000. So, and you already get most of the scaling just by getting them there. So when you get a new unit and you want to make them usable quickly, I would recommend choosing the abilities that you want to level and then leveling them from 1 to 15, because you're gonna have a fully functional kit, and then yes, you can keep farming job points to get them to 20 because they will obviously be stronger, but at least you'll be able to use more abilities quickly. I guess I could show this as well. So in order to level your abilities, you have to go on your unit in the unit menu, then click on abilities, ability enhance, which is what we're talking here. And I really like the batch enhance menu that they have here, where you can just click and drag basically every ability, and in the lower left corner you see how many JP and Jill you're spending. And leveling abilities is a Jill sink. It costs a lot, so leveling an ability all the way to 20 costs 2.6 million Jill. That's the main reason why you see me having a lot of those. I'm always farming Jill because leveling abilities just cost so much. So this is it. Now let's talk about a couple tricks that exists for farming JP a little bit more efficiently. And I would say unfortunate part is those are good tricks for light spenders, but most of those cost a little bit of real money. So when we're going into the special shop right here, there are a couple bundles that are tailored towards this. So the first one that I really like is there's a daily Ovalite pack here that can be bought. It doesn't cost a ton, and it gives you 10 of those that increase acquired JP by 1000%. This is a lot. We'll see how this impacts the gains in a short while. There's also monthly JP key packs, but those are pretty expensive. I'm not sure it's worth the value, but this unlocks you the JP quest, even if you've already done it or it's not currently available in game. So once in a while, the game is going to throw us missions, events that give a lot of JP. And when those JP quests are not available, you don't really have a reliable way of farming JP. You have to take them into missions and they will gain 20, 30 JP a go. So it costs a lot of energy and a lot of skip tickets or time to get a decent amount of JP. When those quests are here, they are really good. Be sure to do them every day. And then if you want to do them more, you can buy keys and unlock the JP reward quests. So that's going to give you a couple more. And we're going to use one today. There was a pack for, I think, $1 with 5 keys. So that's the one I went for. I'm not going to buy any more keys in the future. But what I want to show you is that it's possible to set your team so that you gain a lot more. And the first one, there is a vision card that's purchased in this special shop. You have to, again, spend real money for it, but it's going to increase your acquired JP up by 50% for your entire party. It's a great card to have if you want to spend a bit of money in the game, but even if you don't, you can go in the companion tab and pick a companion that has this card. And you notice in party ability, in solo missions, you do get it. You can get it twice if you're using the card twice, just like we have here. But even if you don't have it, take a companion out and use them because you will benefit from that. If you skip the mission, however, you will not benefit from your companion's vision card for some reason. So be sure to manually, or at least autoplay, but to play the actual battle. Otherwise, you will not benefit from this card. Another good card is the one that was handed out around Christmas, in Search of Mir, which gives an increased acquired JP up 50%, or I think that was the Crystal Chronicle collaboration. But if you have this card, be sure to equip it on one of your units, the one for whom you want job points the most, because it will stack with the other card and it will give you a bunch of extra job points. And then the final thing is using these Ovalites that we have. And to do that, you have to go into Battle Settings in the corner here, turn on Use JP Acquisition Up Items, and then the next time you go into battle, there will be a pop-up menu that for which you can click and give those units the Ovalites if you want to. Now, if you really just want one unit to have job points, save those up, give them only to this unit. In my case, I want all of them to have more job points because their jobs are just not leveled, so I know they're going to need them. And using this is really, it gives 1000, it's incredible. If you don't want to spend, you could use those that are bought for Jill all the time. And it's a 50% up, so it's not negligible. It's quite a good boost. Now let's embark and we will just see just how much job point we're getting. And usually those quests give around 2000 job point, if my memory serves me right. So they do give a lot, but that's not enough to completely max one ability, for example. So using all the setup that we have here, so 2 times the party JP acquired up vision card, in Search of Mir on Winter Venera this time, and then the Ovalites, we will be getting a lot more than what the quest usually gives. And here, see, so 12,000 on units without a bonus, and then those currently have a bonus on them, so 13, and then with the In Search of Mir card, another 500. So you can tell, this is a lot. If you only level your abilities to 15, it costs about 1500, so we could have 8 abilities usable at 15 right now. So I would say this is a very good investment. So that was it for the how to maximize your JP gain. Be sure that whenever there is a JP up quest, use all those tools that you have access to gain as much JP as you can. And then how to prioritize your what you level first. The first thing that I like leveling is the abilities in my unit's main job, because they have access to those no matter what. And then I will level their passives, again, because they're going to be there all the time, and passives are really impactful in your unit's overall performance. Sub-jobs, I will start leveling them slowly depending on which one I plan on using, and then to 10 or 15 again, because I don't have enough points yet to completely max them. But as you can tell, I have passives that are maxed because those, I want to try them out, and they impact the unit's overall performance no matter what skill they're using. And my main job abilities are basically maxed because they'll be useful all the time, whereas sub-jobs I can swap in between, so I don't want to invest too much in one that I might not use in combat. So that was it. A bit longer than usual, but I felt like there was more to talk about for JP, and there's a couple really nice tricks that if you leverage those, you can get your units usable much quicker. So it's a nice thing to know. Let me know your thoughts. Is there something I missed? Maybe I don't know all the tricks for that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.